Hey, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. If this is your first time here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so I had this on my mind because I don't know, just out of nowhere, I've been getting these messages. And I was told to start downloading them and to start sharing them. So I don't know if everyone is a believer. I know that everybody believes in something, okay? But no matter what, I just feel like a lot of people are having struggles in their life right now. Like a lot of people are looking back over their lives. A lot of people are wondering what to do right now in their current situation. And what I'm feeling is a lot of people are unfulfilled. I mean, they're doing all the things that we're told to do, like work. Maybe you have a significant other or children, but it just feels like nothing is fulfilling you. None of the outside things or none of the worldly things are really making you feel whole. It's almost like people are existing, but they're not really living. So you just feel like you're coming up short. And it's crazy. But right now, with, like I said, Mercury retrograde, that's going to be going on from September 9th all the way to October 1st or 2nd. That is a time of reflection, self reflection. Also, that's a time of a lot of communication being off. So you'll see, you may see people being short, things getting lost in the mail, things like that. But what I want to talk about is spirituality. And, if that's something that you don't want to know more about, you're always free not to watch this video. But I feel like this is for more than one person that'll watch this. And I don't know what's going on. Like I said, communication, things like that during this time. My phone has decided not to work. So my videos don't work on my phone right now. I can't record new videos. That's what I'm saying. I can't upload my shorts right now from YouTube, but I'm hoping that that changes very soon. I'm going to pray over it, use the powers that I have to make this work for me. But this has been going on for like the last 2 or 3 days. So everything that I'm having to do right now is either going on live or either, just uploading recorded videos from other people. So y'all just pray for me. But what I wanted to say is right now, there's going to be a time of not only self reflection in your life, but there may be a feeling like maybe an ancestor, maybe a lost loved one is trying to get in touch with you in some way. Y'all, I ain't come up with this stuff, okay? Y'all, I don't know where this is coming from, but I just felt like I needed to say it. If it's put on my heart, if it's put on my mind to say it, I just listen and say what I'm supposed to say, okay? Another thing is not only that, but you may like see different signs or coincidences right now, okay? I wrote some stuff down as I was about to go to bed last night. I saged my home, I was in prayer, and I've been doing a lot of just being to myself. So I want to tell some of you guys out there, you'll know who this resonates, if this resonates for you or not. You may just feel a need to be away from everyone. You may want to get into turning off the TV, turning off the phone, just getting somewhere to where there is absolutely no no interruptions, because your spirit is trying to tell you something. Nothing is fulfilling you because you need to, you're empty. You're empty. You've been running from something. You've been running from something that you know you need to do. You've been running from a situation, maybe a relationship that you know you need to end because you're not happy in this relationship. But because you feel obligated, that's the only reason why you stay. Okay. Maybe you have children. Maybe you feel like, your partner couldn't make it financially without you. But you know that if you had your say so and if they had their way, that you two wouldn't be together. So you definitely want to look into that. Some of you may feel like you're very depressed right now. You don't have anyone to really talk to, and you need to go into counseling. I would recommend effective counseling for everyone, okay? Because here's the thing, most of us will go to church, we'll read the Bible, we'll have sex, we'll do drugs, not will, but people will do all these things, these vices. They'll do everything not to just face their problems because therapy is going to make you relive some of that stuff. And it was too painful, and you don't want to go through that. But honestly, that may be the step to break you out of what you've been going through the suffering that you've been going through, from the secrets that you've been keeping. And it would do much better for you to let it out and for you to work through it and get tools, so you don't keep on destroying your relationships. So you don't keep on getting into it with people on a job. Or maybe vice versa. Maybe you feel like you don't fit in anywhere. Everywhere you go, you feel like you're an outcast. Well, that's because there's certain things you haven't dealt with. And all the prayer in the world, all the isolation, the more you isolate yourself, the less you know how to deal with other people effectively. And that's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know who this is for. Also, like I said, I feel like there's a lot of men that feel like they're stuck being obligated to a woman or a situation because they have a family. Family is really dependent on them, needing them for everything. And this person may be not mentally able or maybe physically able to really do for themselves. But it's draining you. And the more you stay with them, the less fulfilled you feel. Okay. This is just a time right now to really decide what kind of changes you're going to make. And don't make any life, altering decisions right now, or sign up, sign any contracts or anything. But I would say after the 2nd of October, before Christmas, like before the holidays, you're going to have to do some serious house cleaning. Whether that's literally cleaning house or just cleaning house, getting rid of people that really don't serve you anymore for the level that you're about to go to. Because everybody can't go with you. And there's going to be some people that you're going to be surprised with. Even if right now what you do is just talk to God and ask them to identify the people that aren't really meant to be for you. Okay. And it's going to hurt because it's some of the closest people. It may be your family, it may be your friends, it may be your lover, your husband, your wife. But everybody is not meant to make the journey with you. You're going to another level, okay? And yes, you want to take these people with you, but they're going to hold you back in the process. So what I'm saying is like it's just a whole lot of things that I'm getting right now, okay? I'm getting that somebody's health is suffering because you continue to be with people that they don't like you like that. They don't really want you like that, okay? All right. And that's not God saying that, that's me. That part was me saying that, okay? Let me just put it like this. They're not right for you. They're not, and you know it. And you've known it for quite some time. This job is not right for you. You're supposed to be doing something else. But I understand. You feel like, okay, I have to make the money. Maybe I'm too, I'm older, I'm too mature to start over again. Or, maybe this was really the only thing that I know or something like that. What I'm telling you is there's big changes coming. So you need to get ready for that. If you don't have a savings account, make sure that you have some savings set aside. If you guys haven't gotten into 401k, make sure that you do. I just feel like a lot of us are not happy, you know. And then this was kind of like for me too, because it's like, I left some different situations that weren't good for me. And then lately, unfortunately, I saw some things in people and it really was disappointing, and it hurt. But I realized that that's what I asked for. I asked for the universe to show me certain things, and they did. You know, Here's another thing. I don't know. This is weird, but as I was going to bed, I don't know why I want to tell you guys this, but let me tell you what happened to me last night. as I was going to sleep or whatever. I seemed like I was just writing. Whatever was coming to me, I was just writing it down. And I got something that says, "We see you. We see you. We see you. We see you." And then it said something on the lines of things are going well for you. Get some rest and let it go. Like go to sleep. Do what I'm telling you now. Let it go. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. Sometimes I'll just start. I let my mind go empty as possible. After I meditate and everything, and it's like a blank slate. And then all of a sudden, whatever I get, I just write. I'm not thinking of anything. I'm just writing this stuff down. But the weirdest thing happened, and once in a blue moon, I'll get kind of like I don't know, some kind of weird like spiritual vibes or whatever. Okay, but I was sleeping really good. And then when I saged my home, I was listening to Native American music and everything. And so, it was a strange feeling, but it was almost like a spiritual cleansing or spiritual awakening. I don't know which one it was. So I went to sleep. And then, just as clear as I'm talking to you, something said, "Hi." And it was so close to me and it was so loud. I woke up and I started looking around. I'm like, what the? Because I knew nobody was here but me. And I'm like, wait a minute. Now I know I didn't just imagine that. There's a difference between when you sleep, it woke me up out of my sleep. So I'm like, what is going on? Like, okay, maybe I'm tripping just because I listened to the music. But no, it was very distinct. So I don't know what that was about. And then later on, it was this huge, like thunder out of nowhere. Like it was so loud, it woke me back up. I'm like, what is going on? Like, is this coincidence? Am I just tripping? Is it that I want to have this experience? Like, what's going on? But no, I mean, once you start, here's the thing. Once you start believing in yourself, okay? Once you start opening that power, okay, it gets deeper. And I might not get super deep into it in this particular live, but you have to, once you open yourself, once you say, okay, God, universe, or whatever you believe in, show me, talk to me. Once you start exacting that power, we all have the power of God, universe, whatever you believe in, okay? You believe in a rock, whatever power, we all have a power, and that's what keeps us connected as human beings, okay? It depends on, excuse me, I keep on, my nose is itching, but we all have power, and it just depends on how you use it, okay? Some people, if you ever read the parable about the seeds, some seeds will grow and get, taken by the thorns. Some seed will, get trampled over, bulldozed over, something like that. I'm just paraphrasing. But then some seed will grow, and it'll multiply. So that's how people are. Some people will hear the word, some people will hear it, and then, they'll hear it and then they'll just fade off. They'll forget about it and they'll go on about their regular business. Some people will hear the word and they'll do it for a short amount of time and then they'll be like, oh, it ain't working, and then leave it alone. But then others, they'll take that word, they'll start to cultivate it, and they'll be transformed. It's kind of like that seed. If you plant a seed, like if you've ever gardened before or whatever, like let's say you plant a little seed or whatever, a flower, some kind of flower, like maybe a rose or whatever kind of seed you want to say it is. You're not going to keep on digging it up to look and see if it's working. Sooner or later you're going to have to believe in the process that nature, God, universe, whatever you believe in, you're going to believe that it's going to cultivate on its own, and when it's time, you'll be able to see that rose. But the thing is, you have to at least plant it. So what I'm telling everyone is to start planting that seed, okay? Because there's more to life than just what you see in the physical. There's more to life than just getting up, going to work, just raising kids, just finding somebody to sleep with, just the basic things like we are. And I'm not saying that that's not important, because all those things are important, but you need to get with the higher power that actually made you. I want y'all to see my necklace. Is so unusual. It's so pretty. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's real exotic. It's real exotic. So yeah, but yeah, you definitely want to make sure that you're getting your needs met. And when I talk about that, I'm talking about like spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, if I haven't already said that. Tony Gaskins like to say body, brains, and brand. I like to say get your needs met, okay? Make sure that you're working on all of them. Because here's the thing, a lot of people will work on just the basics, just the physical. Maybe you'll just work on your body, or make sure you have a car, a house, just that basic stuff that everybody sees. But inside, people are going through emotional hell. Mentally, they feel disconnected. They don't feel wanted. They feel unworthy. Spiritually, they feel like they're living a lackluster existence. So yeah, you definitely want to take this time right now. Like I said before, this is the best time to really do a lot of self-reflection. Work on your spirituality. Make sure that you're praying. Make sure that you know even if, let's say you're afraid, and I think that's a lot of times, people know that there's spirits, they know there's something going on in them, but they're afraid to admit it. If you're listening to this, then this message was for you. If this resonates for you, that's the only way really that you're going to get to another level. A lot of people are looking for purpose. This is how you find your purpose. And if you're honest with yourself, a lot of us are not living in our purpose. A lot of us are just existing. And you're not really going to find true peace, and you're not going to find true happiness until you figure out what it is that you're supposed to be doing. What is your mission? What mission God has you on here, down here on this earth, okay? Because we all come for a specific reason. There's something that we're supposed to be given to humanity. Okay, that's part of being a human. That's kind of like part of the deal when you agreed to come here. It's like, okay, you didn't come here just to live the bare minimum life, okay? You didn't come here just to, have sex and, lay up with somebody and, kick it and party and stuff like that. No. There's a bigger meaning for everyone and everything. And that's why we're all interconnected. That's why, like, for instance, if you see something, happen on the news or whatever, you might feel some empathy, unless you just did inside, then I don't know what to tell you. But most of us would be like, oh, that's messed up. Or, you see a sad scene in a movie and it makes you want to cry or something. That's because we're all interconnected as humans. Or you may see somebody winning some money, or somebody hit a really good note while they're singing or something, you get happy and excited. So yeah, and that's why I said, I mean, we all have to figure out what it is, our particular mission, our particular purpose, and that's when you start to feel a sense of fulfillment, because you're giving back. The tools, the what's the word I'm looking for? The skills, the talents that you were given, you're giving that back, and it's helping the world in one way or another. And I used to think that too. This is what I used to think. I used to think, when I was in customer service and things like that, that, hey, I'm helping these people, which I was. I was helping them, but it was limited on what I was doing. I was reaching only a certain amount of people. Once I started going on YouTube, I know that I can reach way more people. So this is kind of like my besides my inner circle and everything, this is kind of like my way of giving back. This is kind of my way of living out my purpose. And so I would advise everyone to figure out what that is for them. I always say get effective counseling. That's number one. Definitely pray. Get your spiritual awareness. Get more into that, cultivate that, because what the spiritual does is the spiritual is like, knock and you shall find, seek and the door will be open. seeking a door will be open, however that goes or whatever. But the main thing is that's what you start with, okay? And then from there, it's going to show you, okay, take these steps, do this, and then you'll start working on getting all of your leads met. And then the thing is, you want to take the words that you're hearing, you want to take the lessons that you've learned, and you want to apply them. And that's why I said we're turning wisdom into transformation. If you're still looking the same way you have over the last few years, if you're still living the same way that you have over the last few years, you're still talking the same way, still acting the same way, you're stuck. You're not evolving. You want to evolve. You want to evolve spiritually. You want to evolve in every way possible. You don't want to feel like you're just stuck in one version of yourself. No, you're supposed to keep on evolving, keep on getting better. So as you mature, as you learn more, people are able to say, wow, you're glowing. Oh, wow, how did you do that? Oh, wow, this person's doing real good. Things of that nature. So you're supposed to be changing. You're supposed to be transforming. You're supposed to take the gifts that God gave you or whatever you believe gave you. You're supposed to take those gifts. You're supposed to combine that with, what's down here in this physical world. And you're supposed to find a way to combine that and then evolve and be better. You're not supposed to be struggling. You're not supposed to be barely making it. You're not supposed to be surrounded by a whole bunch of drama and chaos. Okay? Because if you are, that means that something in your mind is not right. If you've ever been over someone's house and everything is torn up and disgusting or whatever and stuff, that represents chaos in their mind. Okay, somebody that's depressed, they may not want to take a bath, they may not want to brush their teeth or comb their hair. Whatever they're feeling on the inside is coming out on the outside. Okay, so yeah, and then like you'll see that, like you'll be in certain situations around certain people, impoverished people, whatever. Poverty is a mentality, and people say, "Oh no, it's because they don't have this money." Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, even if you notice these people give money, as soon as they get the money, it's gone, and they're still living in poverty. It's because it's a mindset. So, in order to change your mindset, you're going to have to change your level of awareness, your level of spirituality. It all goes hand in hand, and then it trickles down from there. And then others will see it, and then they'll be inspired. They'll either hate on you or they'll be inspired. But either way, you'll see some kind of movement. And what I tell people is once you start getting into your spirituality and things of that nature, once you start praying more, once you start scripting, scripting the kind of life you want to become, a deliberate creator, because we all create what we live right now through our choices and the things that we do, say, think, and everything. You're creating. Just most of us don't know that we're deliberate creators. But once you hone that and you know once you hone that and then you just keep on moving forward with that, then you'll start to understand that you are creating a better life. It's like people say, we create the life. I read this somewhere. We all create the life we live, only the successful ones will admit it. So, yeah, once you get that and you understand that you do create the life you live, you can make it as wonderful as you want. You can make it as crappy as you want, but I would definitely suggest to do your best. Just work on that. Okay, so my filters and just they're time for 24 hours. So I'm about to bring them back on. I have filters in my apartment. There was someone on this floor that smoked a lot. So I have filter by the front door and a filter over more in the living space. And yeah, it just keeps all those icky things out or whatever. And it really works good. So yeah, when they go off, it's like, all right, let me click them back on. That's how I know maybe I've been talking too much. But yeah, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said before, I mean, if you get any value out of this, I know there's thousands of people that come to my channel every day, watch the topics and everything. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to like. Comment. What did you think about this? Is this helpful? Is there something I forgot? Is there a topic you want me to discuss? All right, well, you guys take care. Bye for now.